What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and I hope we're all doing extremely well. Now, I'm a little bit behind this week, so I haven't finished a few of the objectives, hence why you can see that I'm still running around with 7 Spanish in my squad. At this point in time, I just need a couple of games to finish that. I did everything else first, and this one I kind of left till last, so the Team of the Year Cup exam, for an example. Yeah, completed all that. So this is where we're at. We're using a 4-5-1. Now, the 4-5-1 is a very solid formation. It has been right from the start, and it is even better now. We have the new patch, and we have the new buffs, and we have the new nerfs. So that is why I've gone back to it, and I have been using this formation for a week. So this isn't just a few days or a few games. I've been using it for a week, and of course we packed some really nice players as well. So yesterday we packed the Team of the Year Graham Hansen, or Hansen Graham. We also packed Mbappe Untradeable as well, which is pretty nice, and the 92 Ray Rafael Leao. So we are doing well with our pack look, so I cannot complain, and I won't complain. We just finished off Tio Hernandez, is Evo. I'm now currently working on the Team of the Year Saka. I'm a massive fan of Mata, always have been, so I had to buy him at 17,000 coins, very, very cheap. So yeah, that's where we're at, and we are using the 4-5-1, but there's a couple of ways you can use this 4-5-1, so let me explain what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we're using it on balance, I'm using it on aggressive for the defensive approach. Balance, I don't think we need to mess around with anything there, that's pretty solid. Aggression, yeah, we keep at 91. I use all my formations at 91. 95 is too much, 91 is about right, so that's why we use that. But the interesting part of this is how the player roles are set up. So like I said, there's two ways you can play this formation. You can play this formation as a 4-5-1 standard, and it does just as good a job, or we can tweak some things and make it even better. Now, watch the gameplay, and then come back towards the end of the video where I'll show you what makes this slightly better than most other formations out there, including, I think this is better than the 4-2-1-3. I think this destroys the 4-2-1-3, if I'm honest. I think this is the totally new meta that is going to come out of a bang. I also think that it's also better than the 4-1-2-1-2 at the minute as well, so bear that in mind. Yeah, watch the gameplay, come back, I'll explain it all. So as I was saying, we are still doing objectives, so we don't have my best team, if you like. During this whole thing, I do sub the players on, but obviously we do start off with the Spanish 7 that we have to have for this requirement, but still the formation is the most important thing, regardless of the players you have in those positions. Everybody has Zidane, so there's no excuses not to have a card like that in that cam position, or even the CM position if you like. The preference is yours. The CM is not really a holding player in this setup, it's more of a gap between the defence and the attack. So you want, ideally, you don't have to have somebody with amazing defensive attributes, but you do want a good passer of the ball. So I'm using Sauer, you could use a Gerrard, a Joe Linton, just off the top of my head, a Valverde, for example. If you've got Valverde, I gave away a lot of red cards, you know. A lot more than normal for some reason, and I wasn't even using that tactical fail or anything like that. I don't tend to use that often. It was just using the standard tackle button, the O button, and I gave away a lot of penalties and a lot of free kicks, and I did get a lot of red cards over this past 7 days. I don't know if things have changed or if it's just me. I did say to my son, was it happening to him? He said he was giving away a lot more free kicks, but he doesn't tend to tackle in the box, whereas I am a tackler. I do like to tackle in the box regardless. If I give away a penalty, I give away a penalty. You know, you win some, you lose some in that respect. But yeah, you can see here like the nice intricate passing you have with the LMRM 2 cams and striker. You can also see what I'm talking about. So we are a man down, we're 2-1 up. So I have changed things around. I have put a defensive, well, I've put a midfielder at basically a centre back, and I've taken away one of the cam positions. But that doesn't take away from the fact that we're still scoring goals, we're still making those triangles, we're still making those passes, we're still getting forward. Yes, it's a bit of a struggle. We are 3-3 at this point, but from here, I mean, if you don't rush it and you take your time and you do use that agile dribbling to get yourself out, and especially if you use that first touch as well, don't forget the first touch. I come up against a lot of people that still don't use it, and if you have, well, 9 out of 10 FC 25 players now are very high press and very aggressive. Like here, for example, you see how high up his players are. If you just flick that right stick in any direction away from that centre back, they've got no chance in catching you. 5-3, red card, player sent off quite early on in the game, and we go on and get the win. Yeah, but that first touch, I can't emphasise enough how important that first touch is and how important that R1 dribbling is as well. And if you have those high dribble, high agility players, honestly, it makes a massive, massive difference. And yeah, so we're moving on to our next bit of gameplay. And again, we're still in rivals, 1-0 up. A very highly aggressive player. Again, you can see how high up his defensive. I've already subbed on my best players at this point. Why not? They're there for that reason. And then from here, that pass there was wrong, but although it was wrong, we still had a player in the right position at the right time, and that Mata card. I quite enjoy using Mata, to be honest. I'm going to keep him for the foreseeable future. I don't see any reason why I would sell him. I don't think I'd make a profit on him, so I might as well keep him. But again, here you can see there's always an outball. That through ball there, it's a 2v1 from here. Keeper does get a bit of luck, he does get the ball, he throws it out, because we're so high up we can win it back quite quickly, and then from here we go, yeah, it's inevitable, it's going to happen. Zidane is just a beast of a card, and there we go, that's 3-0. It is that simple and it's that easy. You don't have to work that hard to make the formation work. And then from here, Hansen, nice little bit of skill in my own half. She is a crazy good card. 6 million, don't think she's worth 6 million, but it's a nice card to have. Very fortunate to get that card as well. And then from here, again, we're ripping defences apart with this formation, guys. Honestly, it is such a good formation. Let's jump into the tactics. Goals, 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 goals. You get goals, you get good passing, you get good movement, you get late runners, you get early runners. It just does everything you need it to do. And the beauty about this formation is, like I said at the beginning, you can play it as two. You can play it two separate ways. You can play it as a 4-5-1, or you can play it how I have it set up. It's the 4-3-2-1, and the 4-3-2-1, in my opinion, was the best meta formation last year. This year, not so much, but when you couple it with the way I have it set up there in front of you now, look how good it looks. That is a 4-3-2-1, perfectly in position. Everybody's in the right position, and it is just an amazing formation. So the way we have this set up, both fullbacks are on defend because we need them to do that job. We have the holding midfield player as holding and defend, of course, that's a given. Right, this is where it gets really interesting. What I was saying about having it two formations. Now you can have them on inside. You can have both the LM and RM on inside forwards, so they both go into the box. So effectively, you have 5 players in the box. Or you can have them out wide and now play just above the striker, or just above the shadow striker. So in turn, you could have them as wingers. That's fine as well. So wingers or inside forwards. I prefer inside forwards, but if you like the outside play, wingers all day long. So there's your two variants on that one. And obviously the two cams are both on shadow striker and the forward is on advanced forward, and it looks pretty much like that. Now when you change it, for example, to wingers, you get this, you get that, which is fine. It's great, it gives you the extra whip. So you've got the 3 in the middle, which will be attacking, getting in the box, getting in that penalty area, and then you have the wide players to whip in the crosses. Now, I don't know about you guys, I very rarely score from crosses, therefore I don't tend to play that way. I tend to play with, obviously, inside forwards, because that is where a lot of the play is. So that is why I have it set up that particular way. So, yeah, what an amazing formation. There is your code. I will zoom in on it so you can see it better. But what an amazing formation. And, yeah, we did Team of the Year Cup. We won everything in Team of the Year Cup. We didn't lose. We went straight through that instantly. We're currently unbeaten in division rivals as well, which is really cool. We've done our qualifications and our foot champs, so we've done absolutely everything with this. So I will try and include as much gameplay as possible. So if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. But yeah, this is the formation. This is the one, guys, that's going to get you those extra wins, those extra points, those extra goals. Especially with Team of the Year pack still available. So yeah, try this one. Hit that like button if you like what you see. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next week, everybody, take care.